Igbo groups in US visit Capitol Hill to lobby for Kanu's release. If you are just joining us, please subscribe to our channel for more updates. The news in detail. Two diaspora Igbo groups, American Veteran of Igbo Descent, AVID, and Rising Sun and Ambassadors for Self-Defense, RSASD, have visited the Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., where they met with some U.S. congressmen to lobby for the release of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. The president of AVID, Dr. Sylvester Onya, in a statement made available to Daily Sun, said the group used the occasion of the visit to also call on President Donald Trump to redesignate Nigeria as a country of particular concern, CPC, and subsequently place her on U.S. watch list over the rising spate of killings by bandits and criminal headsmen. President Trump has, during his first term, designated Nigeria as a CPC nation, but Joe Biden, who succeeded him, removed Nigeria out of the watch list when he assumed power. After the Capitol Hill engagement, the president of Harvard, Dr. Onya, said they used the opportunity of the visit to inform the Congress on the rising violation of human rights, calculated ethnic cleansings, and religious atrocities perpetrated in Nigeria by those bent on dispossessing the indigenous people of their ancestral lands. He decried the barbaric activities of the killer headsmen and bandits slaughtering indigenous Nigerians, mostly Christians, while government has failed to protect their hapless people. The avid president, who also recalled the killing of 27 unarmed Biafran agitators celebrating the inauguration of President Trump in 2017 by the Nigerian security operatives in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, and demanded U.S. action. He further said the delegation was at the Capitol Hill to sensitize the U.S. Congress on the plight of the Igbo leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who has been in solitary confinement since his abduction in Kenya and extraordinary redemption to Nigeria in 2021. AVID and its allied group renewed their demand for the immediate and unconditional release of Kanu, who they insisted is not Nigeria's problem but part of its solution. A member of the delegation, Reverend Father Augustine Odemegwa, accused Britain of complicity in Kanu's continuous incarceration, wondering why the British government has not demanded his release despite being her citizen. The delegation argued that if no urgent action were taken to stall the advancement of the rampaging bandits and criminal headsmen into Southeast, they would soon seize crude oil in the region and challenge the US and Western interests. Reverend Odemegwa expressed shock and worry over the recent advice by the Director General of the Department of State Security, Adeola Ajayi, for Nigerians to take measures to defend themselves against bandits, saying that such advice coming from a high-profile intelligence chief suggested that Nigeria is either becoming or is already a failed state. Describing the atrocities of bandits and the Fulani headsmen as genocidal, Odemegwa called for urgent U.S. action to avoid further mayhem and displacement of indigenous people. What is happening in Nigeria is that a group of bandits and terrorists has taken it up upon themselves to be massacring people at will. They carry arms all over the place unchecked. They are discriminating ethnic nationalities in the name of herdsmen or farmers class, which is a ruse. There's a hidden agenda because they are rather carrying out ethnic cleansing and religious atrocities. The delegation therefore urged Southeast governors to prioritize the defense of their people by ensuring the establishment of vigilante groups in every community and to get rid of every stranger inhabiting forests in the southeast. The group equally urged Igbo in the diaspora to assist their various local communities to form and equip formidable local vigilante groups to help secure lives and property as government has failed in its primary responsibility. Speaking, Kanu's international lawyer Bruce Fenn, who was in the delegation, said Kanu is a victim of a crime perpetrated by the nation of Nigeria. He recalled how the IPOB leader was in 2021 kidnapped and tortured in Kenya, then against international protocol, extraordinary retention into Nigeria, and subjected to solitary confinement ever since then. Mr. Fenn accused Nigeria of violating 16 human rights covenants by the continued incarceration of Kanu. The UN Working Group in Geneva has very unambiguously called for the immediate and unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. The Nigerian government has violated 16 human rights covenants that are binding on all nations, whether or not they accepted them. Nigeria has flouted this for 3 years. Kanu is remanded in solitary confinement. Another member of the delegation, John Gregg, an American who said he has spent 20 years in southern Nigeria, warned that the failure of the US intervention could result into thousands of immigrants from the region seeking refuge in the US. In fact, if we, the US, don't do anything, that place, which is Southeast region, is going to employ and more people will be coming here as immigrants. Over 90% of the victims of these bandits or herdsmen attack are Christians. A recent statistic said about 30,000 people, mostly Christians, were either killed or extremely violated, and another 10,000 displaced in the past 9 years. Put together, we are talking about 40,000 people. Dr. Evans Nwankwo, also on the delegation, said the forces of darkness were on rampage to overtake Nigeria and called on the US Congress to take immediate action against the mastermind. Thank you for joining us. Please see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates.